praises to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, double unders to the elders and the scripture and miserable world. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shabbat Shalom. I'm doing this recording in the middle of the night. And it's weird because I had a dream where it was like I was in one of them sitcoms, you know. It was a weird kind of dream. But what happened in the dream was, it's like I kept dying and I kept like coming back, you know. And it was like towards the end of the dream, you know, I asked somebody else, you know, it was some next woman, because she said she kind of experienced it too, you know. And I was like, you know, but when you died, I kept going on. So even though you learned from me dying, it's like it was for me to learn. And you know, I'm not trying to read into it that deep, but you know, I felt like it really speaks of the elect. Not to say I am elect, but you know, it really made me feel like, you know, we're all being tried by fire, you know, everybody. But really and truly, you know, the learning is for the elect. And it was like usually something, you know, sometimes when you wake up and you can't move and you feel like there's a demon on you or whatever, you know, it was like this was different. It's like I couldn't get out from. It's like there was a demon in the dream, you know. But it's like when I was moving, it never really had any power over me, because as I went through the dream, it was like I was being taught a lesson. The whole point of the dying and coming back, because it was like, as I was dying and coming back, it was like I was an arsehole, you know, like I wasn't a good person. But every single time I died and I came back, you know, I lived longer when I was being nicer to people, you know, and I was showing love towards people. And in the end, you know, I showed so much love to people that I didn't need to die anymore. You know, it was like I learned enough, you know, and it was like I was filled with so much love that it started affecting people around me. They could feel my love, and they were responding better. You know, they started showing love towards each other. It was like I was manifesting so much love that they started showing love and respect to each other. It was like what's the word? There's this saying that you're the sum of the 5 people that you hang around with. So when you hang around with people, you kind of take on their characteristics, you know. And I feel like, and not to say I'm trying to read into it, but I feel like it will, like when you read, like all these things are connected. You know, the Most High, He doesn't make mistakes. So it's like all of this stuff, you know, the world is gonna be purified through the elect coming back, you know, and people are gonna, you know, at the end of the day, Esau's gonna pay what he's gonna, you know, he's gonna pay for what he's done. But as far as Israel and everyone else, you know, the world is gonna be filled with love. It's not gonna be like this where, you know, when you show love to people, it's like you're being vulnerable, because this is what this society has become like. This society has become so hard, you know, so stony, that when you show love to people, they see it as a weakness. It's not a thing of love. And, you know, I was watching a video the other day, and the elders were talking about, you know, what would Yahushua do? And Yahushua was all about love. Even the woman that came to him, you know, she was a heathen woman, and she wanted her daughter healed. And he said, you know, I came for the children of Israel, basically. And she said, yeah, but the dogs, you know, they lick up the scraps from their master's table. And he was like, you know, for thy faith, go away and be healed. So ultimately, this whole thing is about filling the earth, you know, with love. You know, Esau's going to pay at the end of the day. You know, the Lord is balanced. So you're not going to have, you know, love without, you know, experiencing the hate. And Esau's going to experience real hate, because that's what he's put out into the world, and you're going to reap what you sow, you know. But for everybody else, they're going to know what is love, what it's like to actually live in love and live in peace. And it's so weird to us in this society that you don't even think it's possible, and it makes you feel funny. You know, we become so stony and so hard that we feel like there's something weird about that. And I wanted to go through a couple scriptures. This is First Peter 1:7. That the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and glory at the appearing of Yahushua HaMashiach. So, when the Lord comes and he gives us those, fleshy hearts, we're gonna, I was watching one video the other day, and, from Elder Manatazak, but this was a little while ago, and he was talking about how it was a woman. She had a dream, and everyone in Israel was showing love towards each other, but the Edomites still had that vindictive nature about them, because these people, they're naturally low people. Just being around them, it just irritates me. They actually they irritate me. And that's the kind of spirits that they have on them. They don't have no real love. So everything that they touch is just filthy and disgusting, because as a people, they're filthy people. Only a filthy people could have a society like this. Where the more you work, the more they take from you. It doesn't even make any sense. These people are pure evil, man. Just being around them, you just know that more and more. Isaiah 48:10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I've chosen thee in a furnace of affliction. And this goes to the dream I was having. It was like I was being punished for being an ass. In the end, I didn't reincarnate again, but it's like I did make a mistake on my last reincarnation. But it's like I caught myself. I made a mistake and I apologized to the dude. Then it could go into, well, personally with the dream I had, I'm not gonna go into it too tough, but I could go into not really judging a book by its cover, and really dealing with people in love when they deserve to be. Because our people love to love people that oppress them. I'm not saying to go around and love Edomites. I'm saying, to love your own people, because this man has got us so turned around that we actually hate each other. We've become like him in a sense. Because it says, as the judges of the people, so are the people. And these people don't have any love in their heart. So the people of this society are the same way as them, even though they love to pretend that they're otherwise. Zechariah 13:9, and I will bring the third through fire, and will refine them as silver is refined. I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. Even when you read, Revelation about the Lord putting crowns on everyone's heads, there's not going to be a single tear, not shed. When the elect receive their crowns, they're gonna have that fleshy heart. They're gonna be able to feel, and they're gonna feel, they're gonna feel sorrow for what they've done, but they're also gonna feel great joy, and that great joy is gonna overpower whatever sorrow that they feel. It's gonna be real joy, not the fake joy of this society. Where you actually you feel real love, not this place, man. This place is a hellhole, man. This is First Peter 5:10. But Yahweh of all grace, who have called us unto his eternal glory by Yahushua HaMashiach, after that we have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you. So we're gonna go through all of this stuff, and it's gonna make us understand certain things. We're gonna be stronger for it. Because in the society, again, it makes you feel like loving something makes you weak, and it's not meant to be that, because it's strength. It's strength to love. It's very easy to hate. Anything that's difficult to do is harder to accomplish. So how is loving something weak when it's harder to love something than it is to hate? It's much harder to nourish a plant than it is to just go and stamp it out. When you go water it every day, and even even Eastern science shows you, when you love a plant and you speak well to it, positive words, it grows better. It's much harder to do that than it is to say I hate you and crush it. But in this world, they make it seem like, being a damn demon, is more difficult than not being a demon. This is how backwards this place is, man. Because these people are weak. They're demons because they're weak. It's much harder to be a good person than it is to be a bad person. It's much harder to go and work and save your money than it is, to go buy a key or coke or something, and hit the strip. Job 23:10. But he knoweth the way that I take. When ye have tried me, I shall come forth as gold. And this regards to all the elect, man. They're gonna come back, in their right state of minds, But there's no dealing with Esau because he's just a straight up demon. Proverbs 17:3. The finding pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, but Yahweh trieth the hearts. 1 Peter 1:6. I should have read this before because I read 1:7 earlier. Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations. And I looked into this word, manifold. When something folds on top of each other, where you can see it there, but it speaks of many and various. So the elect are going through many and various trials. Many various temptations. You can't pay your bill on time. You're not making money. You have to deal with demons all day. Your back's hurting. You're getting aches. You might be going through depression because this place it really makes you depressed. This truth actually brings you alive by having to deal with these people day in, day out. It kind of puts you down because when you look at these people and you see how low they are, it depresses you to know you're under them, and that's how the Lord has put it. It is what it is, but it's not a nice feeling to be under Esau, man. You're a demon, man. Ezekiel 36:26. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. Sorry. So yeah, Esau's kingdom is crumbling all around. I see it. Even certain times I want to do certain things, because I don't necessarily like the situation I'm in now. But we're supposed to wait on the Lord. We're not supposed to, abuse the world. But it's like certain times, you want to do stuff, and it's like you see this place crumbling. You're like, what's the point? I'd rather put all my eggs in one basket and wait on the Lord, man, because I really don't care for this place. I don't care about anything for it. Yeah, I do want to live comfortable. At the end of the day, we are flesh, but this man's kingdom's over, man. You see it all around you if you see the signs. You can't get swept up in this stuff, and you have to know. We have to know why we're here. We're really here to learn how to love properly. How to learn how to love Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And our fellow man. Because that's really, Yahweh Shai said, that's the only commandment we're given. To love the Lord our power with all our heart, and that goes with loving all his creations that he's told us to love, not Esau, that damn demon, so yeah, that's pretty much it, Shabbat Shalom, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles of Jim, well, and Shalom to the elect.